Hello, I'm Evan Watkins for the network, and it's part of our Film Fest 2007 coverage. We have with us today winner of the Silver Screen Society Awards, Daniel Vang.
How's it going?
Thank you very much for coming, Daniel.
Hey, no problem.
Now, tell us, what is the Silver Screen Society?
The Silver Screen Society is a group of, one of them was founded by Dean Ayers. He's a retired entertainment person who worked in LA, and Barry Rosenbush. He's an Emmy-winning producer. We're still working out in LA. He's one of the executive producers for High School Musical. They got together and formed this organization which funds student projects like this and scholarships and grants. I won this award last year, 2006, at the film festival. And it's an annual thing, so if other students are watching, they should be having a fourth one in 2008. But pretty much what it is you write a treatment, and you pitch the treatment in front of industry professionals. Sometimes Professor Nolan is there, Dean is there, and sometimes they bring special guests in there. But you write the treatment, you pitch the treatment, and if they like your idea, over the course of the year, you develop that screenplay with Barry Rosenbush, who is the co-founder, like I said, of the Silver Screen Society Award. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, so that's what it is.
Give me a brief idea, an outline of what your story is. The criteria, if I'm not mistaken, was a romantic comedy, right?
Yes, sir. The year I won it was low-budget romantic comedy based here in Savannah. All of them have to be based here in Savannah because what they're trying to do is promote the film industry in Savannah. And so one of the things that they're trying to do is get students writing scripts based here in Savannah. Perhaps if they do a good job, they can get them developed, that sort of thing. So mine was a low-budget romantic comedy. It's based upon this woman, her name is Ellen, who tries to, she owns a bed and breakfast, a struggling bed and breakfast, and in order to attract some tourists to the bed and breakfast, she starts a house haunting. It starts getting complicated though when she falls in love with the paranormal investigator that she's deceiving. And
now you, the challenge was you had to basically produce a table read for this year's film festival, right?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. What the stipulation for winning the award is that you win the award, and then over the course of the year you develop the screenplay, which is a very rigorous process working with Barry, a professional guy out in LA. But then also at the last end of the journey, what you need to do is produce a table reading for the film festival, which we just had, and you were good enough to attend. And so that's pretty much, you get actors together and you read the script to an audience, and so that was a lot of fun to direct them and put that together too.
So what was your process as far as writing? I mean, you know, okay, so you've pitched this idea, and they said, you won, great, so then what? What do you do from there? You say, oh, you know, I got to actually start writing. So what was your process?
I went a lot, actually. I got with Barry, and then Barry he was great for my career. I mean, I always keep saying that it's like I went to, like in those kung fu movies where you go to the mountain and then you get your training and you come back and you're like this super kung fu fighter. Yeah, it was kind of like that. Barry was very, very tough on me, very demanding, and I definitely feel that I've grown as a writer. He taught me a lot of techniques that professional writers do, and about being really exploring every options. I think sometimes as writers, as a young writer, you're kind of stuck in your little tunnel vision, like this is the way I see the story. And Barry really said, like, you need to stop being stubborn. You need to explore every option, you know. And I think I did. I explored a lot of different things, and it's a little uncomfortable, you know, trying to change up your story. And here's this guy that, you know, like this story doesn't work and stuff. And so we did the treatment stage. We got together. He showed me a lot of films we watched a lot of movies that were similar to the film I was developing. And then we did a outline phase where we put all the scenes together in order. And then when we settled on that, we just pretty much went into the scripts, script pages. And I would do like 20 pages, and then I would send him 20 pages. And then he'd read it and say, this scene is very, very weak. You need to redo this. Or sometimes he would just say, you know, this sucks, Daniel. What are you doing? You know, so redo this and all that type of stuff. So pretty much from, character studies, outline, and then script pages. Sounds that easy, but it was a lot of work, yeah.
Well, you have so many choices. It's very hard for a writer because you literally can do anything you want.
Right.
So what's next? What's next for Daniel Vang? Are you going to do anything with this script, or I mean, I know that you're graduating soon, so
yeah.
What's your game plan?
Well, I'm thinking, I'm hoping with the contacts that Barry has, or that maybe I meet at the film festival and stuff, that we can get it read by the right people. I think that's the first step. You can't, as a young filmmaker, hopefully we did our job and made it a good product, and then now it goes into the people who say yes or no, and then let's hope that some people say yes to it. And but overall, even if it doesn't get made, I think I've really grown from the process. I really encourage other student filmmakers to do it. I mean, because it's a great opportunity. And again, if I don't see any outcome out of the script, I mean, I think I've grown as a writer, so that I met people from Winning Sword that I could probably maybe tap into in my professional career, and now I feel really well equipped to write another feature-length script.
One thing that I noticed, and somebody had mentioned it after the table read, was that every character felt very unique, like they had their own voice. And I personally hate it in movies where you can't tell one character from the next because it's like obvious that they didn't put enough effort into writing them. Is that a focal point for you? Would you consider yourself really focused on the characters, or is it more of the story, and then the story will help you inform what the characters are? I mean, was there a sort of any prevalence that you put on either of those?
Yeah, I think I definitely looked at that. Like I would take the script, and then I'd read it one time, really scrutinizing all the structural aspects of it, and then I'd read it again one more time for structurally the dialogue, and then I'd read it again and say, okay, making sure that every character has a unique voice and stuff. And so yeah, I really looked at that. And what was it that one of the actors that came in here last year said that you remember the characters from movies and stuff like that, and I think that's true. I think if you build good characters in films, then that really helps it.
Definitely.
So I did pay attention to that.
All right, well, that's all the questions I have for you, Daniel.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming on and being with
cool.
us.
Awesome.
All right.